Hello and welcome back, Josh, Sam and anyone else who's watching to You Stay Classy, Sam Marino. We are here and we are about to take our first forays into European competition as we play Ventspils of the Latvian top division. It is an honour to have brought the team this far. We see where we started down here. In the last episode, you'll see the result there. We won on penalties against Inter in the cup final. We now progress into the Europa League. Excuse me, wow. We progress into the Europa League where we will take on Ventspils and try and make some headway, basically, and try and just do the best we bloody well can, you know. We're going to start Juvchev. Okay, Grundijk can't play, so we'll just put Husic in. Looking good everywhere else. I know that this is probably going to be overkill, having all these players here, but I just want to make sure that we win. We've not got a brilliant amount of players as backup. I think we'll start with Amara and Masayev on starty duties, and we'll see how it goes from there. Ventspils should be pretty poor. We're doing this at our home ground, the Olimpico, so I'm not expecting this to be too tough of a challenge. Obviously we haven't started the actual league yet. A win, like a big win here, will mean that we probably automatically go into the group stages. We'll obviously have to finish the job though, and we'll do that in this video as well, because both games are immediately after each other, and then after this game we start or after these two games, sorry, this fixture I suppose, or this tie, not really sure. We will take on Cesena in our first Serie A game of the season. That won't be recorded. I don't think we need to see the first game of the season every time, especially now that we've already gone over the new signings and things. And yeah, so here we are. We're having fun. European football doesn't get more glamorous than a home tie against the Latvian champions, and we're here to prove that. Amara, our 18-year-old player who we signed for £7,000 from Welling United, starts because we are taking this seriously. Great tackle from Bush. Yilmaz to Husic to Masayev. Masayev turns, hasn't scored for the team yet. Nearly does. Shaq agonisingly wide as he takes the ball first time on the edge of the box. Bakiri, big goal kick. Davey wins it straight away. Masayev to Amara. Amara, I don't think he's actually scored in a competitive fixture for us. I know he's played in a bunch of cup games last year. Tackle there, and he scored a load of goals in pre-season. There's a great ball in. Tarisio at the back post, or Tarcisio. He's going to need a nickname. But what a brilliant ball from Husic, and we are 1-0 up. That's our first ever international goal. Husic with a big boy cross. Tarcisio. Right, this ends now. Tarcisio. What's your name, fella? Constant. Well, we're going to call him Mr. Consistency. Mr. Consistency. Let's go back to the match. Okay, Masayev. Amara picks up the ball. He has his shot, but Bakiri saves. Masayev is obviously very good. Oh, he's been injured, but he's very good. Mr. Consistency out to Husic. Puts the ball in towards Amara, but Vasilyev's clears. Amara is very good. He's about as good, I would say, as Caballero appeared to be when we signed him at the age of 17. He's obviously just not able to play as much as Caballero did in our lead up to this point. So we'll hope that giving him games here will do what it did for Harry Kane in real life. Mr. Consistency turns, crosses towards Masayev, but doesn't get there. Bush to Shaq. Shaq into Amara. Amara's tackled. Yilmaz to Husic. Can he cross? Again, he does, but no one was able to touch that ball home. It's 1-0 still. 1-0 still. Masayev isn't badly damaged. That's good. Husic crosses. Amara goes in. Doesn't quite get there. Putans. Shaq. Shaq picks up the ball. Curls it in delightfully. That's his first goal of the season, I believe, and what a goal it is. Pretty simple stuff. Putans loses out. Knight tackles. Shaq just curls it round the goalkeeper and into the highest point of the goal. Lovely, lovely stuff. 45 minutes gone. We're 2-0 up. That's 1 foot in the door of the Europa League group stages. Lovely stuff. Passionately saying continue. Musayev has obviously taken a slight knock, so we might take him off later on. He's not showing that he's taken a knock, so that's positive. It means he'll be fit again. Oh, Musayev turns and scores an absolute belter. Lovely stuff. His first ever goal. Scores in the Europa League against Ventspils. We'll take it. We'll take it big time. Knight to Amara, Mr. Consistency into Musayev, who turns his man. Mr. Consistency is great. It's far too many consonants. It's way more consonant. Consistency, and there's obviously Mr. Luckily, we don't have to say the full stop. Otherwise, it would get unsustainable. Knight to Mr. Consistency into Amara. Amara turns and shoots, hits the crossbar. Unfortunate for the lad. We're getting new players scoring all the time. Musayev, was that offside? It was. And now Musayev runs back. They're going to take their time overtaking this. Not that it matters. We're pretty much guaranteed a win here. Mr. Consistency crosses. It's a corner. I think we can do some things here. Let's take off. Do we have any players here who are... So, Johansson. We'll take him off. We'll take off Amara. Bring on Johansson because he hasn't played properly yet. We'll also let... Simichins play for his debut, and we'll give Jovchev a game instead of Bush. Cross here comes in from Husic. Navarro heads in. That's his first goal for the team as well. Lovely stuff. You'll notice a little bit that I have renumbered people. So Bailey is now number 1. Number 10 is Musayev. Not everybody's had that treatment, so I believe that number 18 is still Yilmaz, yeah, because number 6 is Shaq. He's got his new number. Knight has been renumbered as well. So yeah, we've done a little bit to make the first team actually reflected by the first team numbers. But that said, we sort of rotate quite a lot of players anyway. Husic, great ball to Johansson. Johansson has a shot, but it was deflected wide. 4-0 already. Could we have a fifth? Husic puts the ball in towards Davies' head. Doesn't get there though. Kalnins, we've had an injury. Was that an injury? Well, he was taking a knock anyway. Johansson with the ball. Collects, gives it to Knight. Who did take that knock? It was Husic, okay. Mr. Consistency. Can he go for the cross? He does. Musayev, brilliant header. Great cross, but he was offside. That's unfortunate. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, so Husic, I forgot. I was wondering why Husic, which player it was that we used to have called Husic, and I thought, oh, maybe he was a player for Lviv who sort of didn't really play very much. But actually, he was the... Oh, what a goal that would have been. He was actually the star goalkeeper. Knight smashes over for Śląsk Wrocław back when we were doing the good job in Poland. Davey out to Knight to Mr. Consistency. Plays the ball up to Johansson, to Yilmaz, to Jovchev, to Husic. Musayev goes round his man and tries to shoot. Doesn't get there. Mr. Consistency scores again, celebrating that second nickname. That new nickname, sorry. Bakiri tips it wide, but Mr. Consistency puts it home. We are in the group stages of the Europa League. We are going to play the second leg just to see how many we can score past these boys. But let's try and get maybe a 6th here just to make it... I want to try and get to 10 in our first European tie. That'd be fun. It doesn't look like we're going to get there, though. Husic in towards Davey. Oh, it's saved on the line. We could have had 6, and by tie I do mean the two-legged thing, so we could still get there if we won 5-0 away. Yilmaz puts it all to the back post. Davey not quite on the same wavelength. Great, 5-0. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I've got goals in my tummy. Lovely stuff. Emilio Shaq gets booked. Of course, they had one shot. They didn't have a chance. And we've done well. So, any teams that we notice, we recognise here, Dynamo Kiev, back from our time in Ukraine, and Dnipro there, both doing poorly. Cagliari from our division, drawing 1-1 with the Russian side Dynamo Bryansk, who won the cup last year. Podbeskidzia, they won 4-1 over the Keflavik from Iceland. Anyone else? Legia Warszawa. There's a lot of Polish sides in here. Liverpool won 1-0 over Samsunspor, who won the Turkish Cup last year. Wisła won 3-0 over Metalurgs. Napoli smashed into Zapresek, never heard of them. Birmingham City beat Petrovac, and we beat Ventspils. So good. Not bad as our first ever game in Europe. Classy Mr. Consistency scores for us. Sinicins makes his debut. The Albania boss was okay. Checking out their goalkeeper. Wow, he's actually pretty good. He's played for them for ages. He must be a club legend. Bakiri. Oh, they have a lot of icons. He must be in there somewhere. Can you see him? Oh no, they're all favoured personnel. Is he in there? You'd think that with that long at a club you would be. Daniel Aziz! No way! The guy that used to play for Lviv. Did he? Yeah, we had him at Lviv. Bought him for £6,000. For one season. I'm amazed that I remember him. Is he there, the guy that we're talking about? Can't remember, can't see him. Yeah, Elidon Bakiri, there he is. So he's a favoured personnel. Anyone else that we recognise from our weird times in the world? No. Well, cool, good for him. Obviously the fans of Ventspils are very well done for good players if they don't have any legends. They're obviously very picky. It's a superb win. We've put ourselves into a commanding position. Misconsistency was outstanding. Simply faultless. Showed how effective our game was and the fact that we're a lot better. Bang. Okay, let's keep going. 4-5 days until we play the next game. Let's see if we can edge ourselves through. Smeg Garden. Alexis Smeg Garden. Interesting name. Unfortunate, unless you're a Red Dwarf fan. So yeah, I like getting into Europe when you're in a big league because the effort to get into Europe usually means that you're good enough to do pretty well in Europe already. It's not like when we were for example, when we first qualified for Europe as Lviv, and I think we went out in the qualifying rounds the first season. And then the same thing happened to us a couple of times with Śląsk as well. We just didn't get through. Whereas I just enjoy the sort of easy transition when you have to fight for 7th place in the Italian division. That means that you're pretty good already and what have you. And we've only improved since then. Leicester 3, Swindon 3. What a first game of the season for those two clubs. I assume it's the first game of the season. But it might not be. That's the exciting thing about Football Manager. You never can tell. Apparently we're looking at the Spanish right-back Guillermo Perez Madrid. And I can tell you that we're not. We're not looking at him. They're offering that 17-year-old. Someone else won the Portuguese league, Nacional de Madeira, for the first time in nearly a decade. It was fun. Fontaine is looking at Mirza Husic. I'm going to say, get the fuck out. And we're going to reject that bid. And not just that, we're going to go to Mr. Husic and we're going to set his transfer status to 15 million and reject anything else. So Cesena, they are technically still our parent club. I can't get rid of them, but they're technically our parent club, and they are now in our division again. That's fun. I've also got Plymouth Argyle as our feeder club, where I've sent one of our young players on loan for the season. He should do okay. They're in League One in England, so I'm looking forward to seeing the fun grow. Oh dear, Cesena, they're not going to do very well. I don't think they did very well the last time they were in the league. Waldron. Come on, game, process a little faster if you could. Ooh. what is unfortunate is that there's so many teams that I want to take over and sort of move up to the next level. So we're obviously starting to get there now with San Marino. I want to get to the point where we've won. I probably want to win, because I realised as well, looking through my document, that we actually don't, or I actually don't, when I played for the bigger clubs, so Swindon and Weston, we didn't actually stay at those clubs very long. Like, we won the league a couple of times, won the Champions League a couple of times, but we didn't set them up to be untouchable. And obviously that's going to be hard in this kind of league, so it's not likely that, we'll scout Latvia, why not? Waste our time, send that kid over to Ventspils. But yeah, what was I saying? So hard to get it to stay forever as a big club. You saw that Western eventually sort of fallen off a cliff. Swindon are starting to sort of trickle back down into being a fairly mid-table Premier League side, and that's fine. It doesn't matter. But I don't want San Marino to be just the kind of team that only win when I'm in charge. I want to see them stay and win a few league titles after we leave as well, in the same way that Swindon have done and Weston did for a little bit. But I want to try and set them up to be an actually good side to win things in Italy for a while. So I'm going to stay, and we're going to try and win 5. So we're probably going to try and win 5 to 10 titles. Maybe I'll probably get bored by then, but I want to try and set up a bit of a legacy here at San Marino. Not that I haven't done already. Part of that will be moving into a new stadium, as it usually is. And part of that will be just sort of making sure that they're well set up financially and stuff, so that they can continue to stay relevant in the Italian leagues. And so it will be a while then before we actually move on to another club. But I was thinking I might do one of those kind of slightly smaller leagues next. So instead of moving straight to France or Spain or Germany, I was thinking that there's a Danish club that I want to try and save. So I will. Maybe take them over. So there's Aalborg. They previously a very big side in Denmark, but are now in the 3rd division, which is the lowest division where you can play on Football Manager 2012. So I was thinking maybe I could take them back to the top, and challenge FC Copenhagen and their dominance, and get them back for the perceived wrongs of many years back. Klomp, great name, Klomp, Mr. Klomp. I love that name, Klomp. Jurgen Klomp. What's his real name? Gerard Klomp. Well, stupid name. Yeah, we're confident of a big win. The San Marino fans take nothing for granted. It's going to be a struggle, but I think we'll come out on top. It would be a perfect birthday present. Oh, we're playing them on our birthday? Oh. No, I don't want him. Oh, so they're playing at the stadium called Ventspils Stadions. Is that new? No, that can't be new. No, it's not. But my point is, there's lots of clubs that I'd quite like to take over. Like there was something else I wanted to do, which was take Swindon Supermarine from the Blue Square South all the way to the Premier League, but that's a long-term project. And we've already done England twice now, so we'll see. I don't know. No. So the guy that I'm rejecting bids for here, Struckelge, Struckelge. He is a youth prospect that came through our system. You see that they think he's going to be much better than your Maz's ability, and I will now show you him. He's okay. He's just not the stunner that maybe they think he's going to be. He looked like that when he was 15. I mean, if he can continue to grow for another 3 years, then maybe he does have that potential. But for right now, he's not there yet. He will probably, when he can sign professional terms, then move on loan to Plymouth, then play in League One. Or if we can get him on loan to a better club, we can also try that. Zimiani, I'm trying to move Zimiani on. He wants to leave. Nobody will pay for him because he has ridiculous wage demands, because he was on a match highest earner clause, so his wage has increased way past his actual sort of reasonable value, so no one wants to buy him. Even if I offer him out for free, nobody wants him. He'll come back and tell us that nobody's like people are interested, but his wage demands put them off. That's what he always says. Yeah, there you go. No offers. Sorry, I was just writing a message to some colleagues who are fools. I've been trying. So one thing that I haven't been doing very much of is signing young players from Brazil or Argentina or Uruguay or whatever. The reason being that you can only sign 2 players from outside the EU each season, and if I buy 2 youngsters, I can't then buy like a really good African guy or whatever. You know, like it's just not ideal setup really. So it's a silly rule, I think, but it is the rules, so we just have to go with it. Let's let Simchins play. He's not from Ventspils, but he's from that country. Let him go and have a bit of fun. We'll also say that Kidi can play instead of Musayev because we know that Musayev is good. Their striker Osipovs hasn't scored in a number of games. Telling them not to get complacent and then passionately go out there and fuck up these Latvians. I wonder how many Sammarinese fans actually came over from San Marino to watch this. Can we see how many fans? Not mentioned up there. Maybe we can check afterwards. Well, they're looking a little bit more exciting. Putans manages to at least get across. They have a shot. They've had 3 shots, in fact. That's 3 times as many as they had last game. Last season would be a terrible effort. Rinkus Dinkus, all the way back to Sinchins. We're not playing exactly the best team we could have put out, so we probably won't do quite as well in this game. But still, Amara, can he get his first goal for us? And he does. Amara finally scores his first competitive goal, and he's been at the club now. I think this is his 3rd year. Maybe it's only his 2nd year. But he scores away in Latvia, his first ever senior goal, I think, as well. Unless he scored for Welling, I can't remember. But he would have only been about 16, so I doubt that he did. Good. Bispalovs. Oh, Shaq, lovely done. And Amara plays it out to Shaq, gives it to Kidi. Harris to Knight. Mr. Consistency slips in Amara. Oh, it's a great last-ditch tackle by their defender. And we have a corner. Oh, nearly gets it in there. There was a little touch, I think, off Lukosius. He's actually played pretty well so far to just put off the defender who was coming in to shoot. Shaq to Amara. Can he go for another one? He does, but Kiri saves. Davey wins the ball in the air. Metonidze. We don't really need to go too much here, but like I said, I would quite like to get to 10 overall. Will it happen? Well, we're 28 minutes in. It could, I suppose, happen. They've had a shot on target, guys. They've had a shot on target. Bush. My phone is going absolutely mad. Some people are giving me kudos on Amara. Strava. Amara's the striker. The tracking your exercise app. God, my voice and my words are so poor today. Amara, well charged down there, gets himself fouled as well. Lovely stuff. Sinichins gives the ball up towards Amara, doesn't get there. Davies somehow managed to get himself booked, of course. Ivan Kauskas does Sipovs. Sipovs, can he cross? He does. Good save from Simichins. That's the striker who's not scored for ages. Apparently he doesn't look confident. If you're missing the target from there, you aren't really shooting. Kidi. What? Foul the guy completely off the ball and doesn't even get booked. Okay. Harris to Shaq. Shaq through to Amara. Amara takes his shot. It was a corner. We have the corner. It comes in again towards the back post. Second time I'm asking, but they do manage to crowd us out. Husic, good little tackle there. Still falls to their player. Knight with the ball now. Davey all the way back to Simicins. Davey to Simicins again. Knight. Huge ball forward. Keedy wins it. Amara plays it forward towards Keedy. Rinkus Dinkus. Ivanauskas. He's Lithuanian. True facts. Osipovs. Crosses. Knight heads clear. Seviakovs. Ooh. Or Sevlakovs. They're still building the building just across the way. So there will still be noise. Oh, Metanidze, he's Georgian. They will hear... You will hear noises from outside, but today it's quite rainy and stuff, so I don't know how much they're doing. Oh, Amara did really well to get into the box even there, but smashes over. I'm kind of being a bit complacent here. It doesn't look like we're really on it as much as we should be. Half-time, 1-0 up. Playing with confidence. It looks like he might have taken a knock, Amara, or maybe he's just not very fit, because he always seems to be quite tired. I don't know if you remember, he played in a couple of cup games and was also tired. I don't know. He's not playing for the under-18, under-20s anymore, so he shouldn't be having his time wasted by those games. All right. Keedy to Navarro, big ball forwards, Mr. Consistency, tries to cross it, could have had a shot, didn't. Shaq to Mr. Consistency. Gogaladze, also Georgian. Mr. Consistency, plays it forwards, does he? No, he's going himself. Husic picks it up, plays the ball out to Knight. Knight in again, Shaq, Amara, Consistency. Bakiri saves. Let's go with Caballero, because I don't think he's actually played in the Europa League for us yet. And we'll also bring on Vardic as well. Rinkus Dinkus, Ivanauskas, Rinkus to Bespalovs. Yeah, we're definitely letting them play with the ball a bit in this game, be a bit kinder to them, I suppose. Vardic up to Keedy. Keedy plays it forward, does he? He does, towards Caballero. Caballero keeps going, finishes with aplomb. Lovely, lovely, lovely stuff, and he's got his first European goal for the club. Yummity yums. Yum, 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 yum. All those goals, they are in my tum. Keep going, guys. Let's get 5 again. Shaq, Harris, Vardy, Shaq, Bush. Can he cross? Can he cross? He does. Keedy. Oh, it's a corner. Not sure why Keedy laid that off for Vardic then. He could have shot himself. Vardic. Big ball in. Lukosius. No. Bush. Simicins. Harris, back to Davey. Lovely pass that was. Harris hasn't developed as well as I'd hoped he would. I was kind of thinking, oh, Mr. Consistency in. Keedy, good save from Bakiri, but Vardic smashes it in. And it's 3-0. We're 8-0 on aggregate there. Delightful. And we'll bring on Silveira to give Mr. Harris a break. Yeah, he's not developing quite as quickly as I'd hoped he would do, or rather not as quickly but not as well as I'd hoped he would do. I was trying to loan him out, but it doesn't look like anyone's going to actually bite on that one, and I was also trying to find a replacement, but again, we haven't yet been able to find one. I probably won't spend any more money this year, so if I can get one on free I will. Mr. Consistency, can he whip it in? He does. Keedy scores. He's scored in Europe as well. That's his first for the season. It's 4-0 and we definitely could get to 10 now. It's been a sensational second half. Mr. Consistency playing lovely stuff. I love him. He's already a good signing, I think. Knight puts it towards Shaq. Shaq goes for goal and he scores. It's 5-0. It's 10-0 on aggregate. We've made it. We've done exactly what I wanted to do. The goalkeeper, head in his hands at the age of 35. Can't keep that out. What a shot it was. Oh, delightful stuff. Sevlakovs in towards the Seapuffs. Davey throws it away. Rinkus Dinkus with the ball. Bespalovs. Rimkus Dimkus and Rinkus Dinkus. This is the kind of fun that you get in Latvia. Ivanauskas Smashes it wide. They've only now started to leave because they've had enough. I'm surprised they even came. Keedy turns. Could it be 6? Oh, Keedy. It would have been some goal. What, one touch to go round his man and then to finish it? I mean, that wouldn't have been that much of a goal. Okay, Knight. Crosses. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. That was poor. So, then, yeah, we capitalise on the mistake and then the shot goes off of our own man. Poor. Final whistle goes. San Marino 5, Ventspils 0. 10-0 on aggregate. San Marino are through to the group stages of the Europa League for the first time in their history. Swindon won 1-0. Anyone else that we notice that we know? Oh, Cagliari went through. That's good. Well done them. Swindon are through, so we could get them in the next round. Westerlo did well to beat Nancy Lorraine, but they didn't go through. Mugs. Polonia Warszawa continued their work. Podbeskidzia absolutely smashed Keflavik. Very nice. Liverpool followed up their 1-0 home win with a 7-0 away win, because that's fair. Inverness Caledonian Thistle beat Lask Linz. Not bad. And the go-ahead Eagles beat Elche. Cool. Well done. So, bit of fun. Let's go to see what's going on. San Marino, 170,000 and 90,000. Wow, so much money. We have won, and that means we are through to the group stages. Does it say that anywhere? Yeah, we're through to the group stage. Yeah, okay, good. So aren't we given £1 million for playing in that? That's not bad. Making them that bunts. That's our next game, the first game of the season. I'm not sure when we will be back. Probably for our first group game, I guess. I'm not sure when that will be. Maybe around here. But we'll see how we're starting the season off. We've got quite a difficult start. That should be easy. Those 2 games will be tough. Frosinone, you never really know. So yeah, we'll be back around this sort of time, and we'll hopefully see a couple of, or at least one European group game. Hopefully we don't get too tough a group, but you'll never know. So see you in the next one, guys. Have a good one. Bye.